Howdy, folks. Willie Brown Jones here with another lunchtime blog. This will be number 28 for all you guys keeping tabs on me out there. Not many of you, but there's a few. I know there are. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about a summer vacation story that actually happened to me when I was just a kid. We used to go on these vacations with our neighbors, and they had 6 kids, we had 5, and there was connections there, and our parents were like best friends, and my best friend was the only boy of these 6. The rest were girls, and his name was Dave. And me and Dave, when we went down to the beach, we rented, our parents, they rented this big house, and all of us would pile into this huge house. It was really chaotic. There was just an average of 15 people at any given time, because our neighbors, our friends, they also had a lot of relatives that would come and stay with us down at the beach when we rented this cottage for 2 weeks, generally 2 weeks. And this particular summer, I don't remember what summer it was, but it was, I was still pretty young. I think I was about maybe 9 or 10. I got stung by a bee, and on the bottom of my foot, because we never wore shoes. Me and Dave would walk down to the jetty with our fishing poles, tackle box, and our lunches, and we would fish usually until 11 or 12 o'clock. We'd leave early in the morning and go fishing. And I had this bee sting on the bottom of my foot, and it just itched like crazy, and I kept itching it and itching it. And and it turned out to have, it developed a blister down there on the bottom of my foot. And on the morning me and Dave went fishing, we had to jump from rock to rock on this jetty to get out to where we would go fish. And jumping from one rock to the other, I had actually scraped the bottom of my foot, and it took the bottom of that blister off. And it didn't really bother me, I just kept on keeping on. And rest of the day, we just did our regular thing. We went fishing, and then we went swimming, walking down the street to the little 5 and 10 cent store where you could get a bag of candy for like a dime. It was amazing candy, and one of the high points of going there. Well, anyway, this open blister that I had on the bottom of my foot had become infected, and I wasn't really aware of what was going on. But on this same evening when this infection was developing, I didn't come to dinner, and there was 14, 15 people at this huge dinner table, and they had another table set up in another room for the overflow. And anyway, they didn't really miss me. And then later on in the evening, we were having snacks. I don't know. I think we're going to roast marshmallows is what we're going to do. And it was about this time where people were noticing I wasn't around because I was still in bed. I went to bed, and I was feeling really bad, and I just went to sleep. And the rest is kind of fuzzy because Dave came up to get me, and I was in bed pretty much delirious. And that infection had gotten so bad that I had 105-degree temperature. And my dad and the neighbor dad, they picked me up, and this was on the 3rd floor of this big old house that we were in. And they carried me downstairs and put me in the car. And we drove to the doctors. I guess the hospital was too far away or whatever, but there was a local doctor. And it's fuzzy. I was in there in the waiting room, and I remember there was a woman who was sitting next to me, and she had a knife wound in her belly, and she was bleeding, and it was horrible, but I was still not quite aware of what was going on. And she also had handcuffs on, and there was a policeman there, but it was all kind of fuzzy. And anyway, they took me into the doctor's office, and he gave me a shot of penicillin, and it was like I just woke up from like a long nap, and I felt pretty much fine after that, after about 15 minutes after I got the injection. And the doctor said, if they'd have just let it go for another night, if I'd have just been left alone, I wouldn't have made it to the next day. And yeah, that was a pretty close call. I wouldn't be here telling you all about my life and playing songs. And speaking of which, I do have a song here that I want to do. It's the title song of my first CD. That I didn't write it. I was still looking for one more song for this CD I was making. And my colleague at that time was a gal named Will Maring, and she is a great songwriter, and she was in the band I was in. And she wrote this song. She said she wrote it while she was vacuuming the floor. And it's called Take Me As I Am. Take me as I am, I'm going crazy. Though I may be, baby, more than you can stand. Take me as I am, and I'll do the best I can. So I'm begging, baby, take me as I am. I swore for you I'd be somebody different. Promised to be better than I am. But the harder that I try, the less I'm satisfied. So I'm begging, baby, take me as I am. Take me as I am, I'm going crazy. Though I may be, baby, more than you can stand. Take me as I am, and I'll do the best I can. Oh, I'm begging, baby, take me as I am. I promise that in time you'll grow accustomed. I swear that soon, dear, you won't really mind. You know these silly things I do them just for you. So I'm begging, baby, take me as I am. Take me as I am, I'm going crazy. Though I may be, baby, more than you can stand. Take me as I am, and I'll do the best I can. Oh, I'm begging, baby, take me as I am. Take me as I am, 'cause it's more than I can stand. Oh, I'm begging, baby, take me as I am. Take me as I am. But you don't have to. Have a good day, and enjoy the time you have. Peace.